Good afternoon again. It is Conversations with Coffee with Wine.
With wine.
Yeah. So it's afternoon. So we are over the caffeine and moving on to the wine. So wanted to introduce myself again. I am Robin Coleman with Coldwell Banker Realty here in the Central Texas area. And she'll introduce herself as well so that you know who she is, because she is my buddy and my partner. And we do lots of fun stuff together and close real estate transactions.
Woohoo! Which
Yes.
is super fun.
Yes.
Jennifer Johnson. I am with Stewart Title here in Austin, Stewart Title Company, and I do business development, which means I do marketing. I am really working with agents side by side to help them and their clients understand kind of what's going on in the real estate market. And we've got lots of amazing marketing pieces to do that. So that's what we're going to talk about today, is our amazing Stewart Title Seller Resource Guide. Awesome. So I'm going to go over a few things, and Robin's going to chime in too, because there's some definitely some things on this sheet that is important that we point out as we go through this process. So our first thing is contract to close. When you get that contract on your home, this is just a great piece that helps really visually show you exactly what you're going to go through each step and who's responsible for what. So we love that piece, but Robin and I are checklist people, and so we really love this piece that mirrors it. It's the contract to close checklist for sellers.
Well, and it goes side by side with the calendar that I create for the transaction, so that we make certain that we hit those milestone dates and that we make sure that we do everything per the contract and that everything is done correctly to protect you as the seller. And so she and I partner on that.
Yeah, super important. The next is, you may be wondering, how much is everything going to cost me? This is a great sheet to show you exactly what some of the fees are going to be. And it is an estimate. Really and truly, you will not know exactly what it's going to cost until we get that closing disclosure. I'm going to talk about that a little bit too. And you can really go through all of the fees and exactly what you're going to be charged, but it's a great estimate to give you an idea of what it's going to cost and what you're going to be charged.
And we can use an app as well, and we do a net sheet for you, so you have an idea if we sell at $750, if we sell at $800, based on what you owe on your loan, if you do, and the fees and things that will be charged at the end of the transaction. You get a very good indicator of what that's going to look like once we come to the closing table.
Yeah, I love our rate calculator. It's awesome.
Yes.
I really enjoy it. And you can even look at like cash versus if you get a cash offer versus something that's a loan, right? Because the closing will be a lot faster, and so the fees shift a little bit. So those net sheets are really great. This next sheet is our 7 steps to a smooth closing. And Robin's going to point out a couple of things on here, but also I want to show these 2 paragraphs over here show you how to avoid delays in the closing process. And so this is a great piece to look at before we get to the closing table to make sure we can get things done as fast as possible.
Some of the things that I was mentioning to Jen that can be a little bit of a time slowdown is that we need to get your lien information very quickly, because then the payoff is ordered by the title team, and that way we know what your payoff is going to look like, and we can get a lot stronger numbers so we know where you're at. The other thing that we always like you to do too is provide the survey. I always ask for that in listing appointments, the existing survey, and then making sure we get that to title immediately so that we can get that cleared and approved to be utilized for the transaction.
Absolutely, and we can notarize that T47 for you at the office, so that makes it really easy as well. Yeah, and that does not cost you anything. How to review the closing disclosure. Love that I said disclosure. This is a great piece as well, and Robin will go over this with you, as well as our escrow officers are available to make sure that you understand exactly what is on that disclosure, and make sure that if you have questions about anything, feel free to reach out to us. We're part of your team and Robin's team, and so we're here to make sure that you understand everything that's happening during your transaction. Okay, preparing your house for sale. Robin is really great at this. I'm just going to tell you right now, I've seen so many of her listings. They're always impeccable. She does a great job, but this is also a great piece just to take a look at some of the things that you can do to make sure that your house is ready for a sale. In this competitive market, we want to make sure we're doing that really well.
Yes.
This last piece is something that I really love too. It is just a home improvement project. What are some things that I can do to my house to add value and to help it sell faster? And so this is just a great piece to look at as well. You may want to do some landscaping. You may want to
repaint your front door,
right? Make sure the windows are nice and clean. There's a lot of things that you can be doing. Repair some of your fence. If your fence,
there's just so many things that we can offer to you as a team to make this process not only smooth but also fun. Everybody loves us.
Yes.
So awesome. Thank you for listening. If you'd like more information, definitely reach out to me. My information will be at the end of this, and I can connect you with Jen and her team as well. Awesome. Thanks. Have a good afternoon.
You.